Elon Musk's plan to settle humans on Mars seems no less than a fantasy. Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, has plans for making a human settlement on Mars by 2050, which will accommodate 1 million people, and that city will be a self-sustained city that won't need any help from Earth. Earlier, Elon Musk's Mars mission was made fun of, but the plan started seeming serious when NASA joined the bandwagon of Elon's plan. As SpaceX has made a lot of progress in making space rockets with groundbreaking innovations. As we all know, Elon Musk's car company Tesla is expert in making self-driving electric cars. Being inspired from the efficiency of electric cars, the spaceships of SpaceX are made keeping the same concept of efficiency in mind, so that they use minimum amount of fuel to get to the space. A special kind of starship is made to send people to Mars, which is around 60 million kilometers away from the Earth, which according to Elon Musk will operate on batteries made by Tesla, which could mean that the fuel that is essential for such venture will be used much lesser than the rockets we already have. Although it will send people to Mars, but the question is, how will it be possible to build a human settlement there? Why is it that Elon and NASA are willing to leave our lush green planet and settle on a barren land of Mars? Neither there is oxygen to breathe, nor is there any food or water, and it has no shelter to shield humans from frosting cold temperatures of -100 degrees Celsius. If there are not even these basic necessities that are needed for humans to survive, then how will it be possible for humans to make a colony on Mars? I welcome you to the Humanity Timeline, where you will get these questions answered. So first of all, let's talk about if there are all the facilities that are needed for human survival available on Earth. Then why is there a need to settle human species to some other planet? From all the research done in the past on the health of the Earth have unfortunately been pretty negative. According to the scientists, from the time the man has started using fossil fuels like petrol, gas, etc., ever since then the temperature of the Earth has been increasing. There will come a time when the Earth temperature will get so high that no living being will be able to survive on this planet. According to a survey, the temperature of Earth has been increasing by 0.16 degrees Celsius every 10 years. Which means if it kept on going like this, within 150 years the people living in hot areas would not be able to live there due to temperature getting too high to handle. Due to the ever-increasing temperature, glaciers are melting at a higher rate, which ultimately is increasing the chances of floods, tsunamis, and hurricanes. It is not only about the use of fossil fuels, but due to that pollution, the ozone layer of the Earth is being damaged. Ozone is responsible for protecting Earth from the harmful rays of the sun, which means on the one hand the extreme heat and on the other hand noxious solar radiations. From this, one thing has been confirmed to the scientists, that there will come a day when Earth would not be a habitable place for the humans. This is the reason why we humans are in search for another home on different planet to save ourselves from that eventual doomsday. But why Mars? We have a lot of planets in our solar system, then why is Mars the best candidate among them? Planet Earth has two adjacent neighboring planets, Venus and Mars. Venus is much closer to Earth than Mars. Then why are we not going to Venus? Venus is the second planet that revolves around the Sun, due to which the heat there is very intense, so intense that it even melts iron. On the other side we have Mars, which is the fourth planet that revolves around the Sun. Although it does not have the intense heat of Venus, but the cold there is even colder than the Arctic region of the planet Earth. It is not only the cold that will make it difficult for humans to survive there, but there is no oxygen or water there, which are the basic necessities of survival for the human species. Even after knowing all these facts, what sort of plan do Elon and NASA have that will keep humans alive on Mars? According to Elon's plan, first they will send a small group of people to Mars in 2026 that will have all the items of survival needed for at least 2 years. These items include food, oxygen, and pressurized suits. But before sending people to the Mars, it is essential to build protective shields to protect humans from the catastrophic sandstorms of Mars. These shelters will be built using the sand from the Mars, but if there will not be humans on the Mars, then who will make these shelters? Amazingly, these shelters will be made by robots. Artificial intelligent robots will be sent to the Mars before humans. These will be special type of robots that can also work independently but can join and transform to accomplish a task if needed. These robots will be able to work much efficiently than humans. These robots will be housing cameras, sensors, excavators for digging the surface, as well as 3D printers. These solar-powered robots will first identify a special kind of soil with the help of its sensors. The place where this type of soil will be abundant, that will become a base for the robots to work on. The robot responsible for digging out the surface to collect soil will dig it out and pass this to smaller robots to convey it to the refining unit. After refining, this soil will be taken to the 3D printers that will start printing layer by layer. This will go on for several months and will also be monitored from the Earth. After the completion of the construction of the shelter, these robots will transition to the next phase. Now the first batch of humans will land on the Mars. Now because humans are landing for the first time on Mars, they will have a lot of stuff with them as well. In this phase, robots will welcome the humans and will take their luggage from landing site to the site of shelter and will place these small units inside the shelter, which will inflate automatically. Because the atmospheric pressure of Mars is very low, humans will live in these residential units which will have artificially adjusted atmospheric pressure just like Earth. These units will all be connected to each other, and in order to provide electricity to the units, a solar farm would be set up with the help of the robots. If any human would want to leave the unit, a special vehicle will connect itself to the cabin so that the atmospheric pressure is not leaked. Now will be the time to build a greenhouse on the Mars so that vegetation process can be carried out. According to the scientists, only potatoes and beans can be planted to grow at first. As these plants will grow inside the greenhouse, a special compound that will be released by them that is crucial to have on the Mars, and that is oxygen. Yes, these plants will provide oxygen as well, along with the vegetables. But this would not be enough, due to which an arrangement will be done at earliest to produce oxygen on Mars. Surprisingly, this experiment has already been done by the Mars rover. A special device that will operate on solar energy will take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and will pass heat and electric current, as a result of which carbon and oxygen will be separated and the oxygen will be collected. Which means this small team of humans will be able to make oxygen there, even if there are only 2 items, but there will be food to eat. And Mars rover has already found frozen water under the surface of the Earth, so water will be extracted from there as well. Which in summary means, now the people on Mars will be able to survive on Mars without the help from the Earth, and when needed, will also be able to return to the Earth on their own. But will this keep on going like this, and humans on Mars would not ever come out from their cabins? If this is the sort of life that people will live on the Mars, then what is even the point of doing all this work? Although scientists do not have answer to this question, but according to their estimates, if some adjustments could be made to the atmosphere of the Mars such that its temperature rises, then in 100 to 200 years, Mars will also become habitable like the planet Earth. This means, according to the scientists, if we would be able to raise the temperature of the Mars, then it will become possible to cherish life there. But the ideas being suggested to achieve this mission are quite unbelievable. An MIT student, Margarita Marinova, suggests to make factories on the Mars with the help of the robots, and these factories will work throughout the day only to do one task, that is produce smoke or carbon emission. And this will lead to the same result as the Earth has been facing now, that is global warming. On the other hand, Elon has also suggested an idea, and that is to explode nuclear bombs on the surface of the Mars. According to him, if we fire 10,000 nuclear missiles on the Mars surface, it will raise the temperature there and the ice will also melt on Mars. With this idea, it is possible to inhabit Mars as fast as we could. For now, the only plan of Elon and NASA is to send a small group of astronauts to Mars in 2026 and conduct initial experiments there. And after that, every 2 years, when Earth and Mars are closer, then more people will be sent there. Till 2050, 1 million humans will live like this in pressurized cabins, and along with that, work on increasing the temperature of the Mars will also be done. They believe that, within 100 to 200 years, they will be able to make Mars just like Earth. But there is a man who has provided an alternative solution to this problem back in 1970s. Click here to check out that video as well. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends to support us, so we can put out more such videos in the future. This is Humanity Timeline. Meet you in the next one.